So they say nice things come in small packages, and this bike was in a small package. It's from DYU, and this is the C2. We're gonna test ride it, review it, and see how this bike handles, and we're gonna share with you our thoughts. I'm a big guy, and this is a small bike. So let's see how this works out. So we're gonna have fun on this one. We're gonna take it out and see how it does. So what I'll do is try and angle the handlebars so you can see them. So we have an adjustable quick release here where we can adjust where we want our handlebars angled to. So we'll kind of go just like this and lock it into place. And let's check this baby out. Here we go. So I am riding this little tiny bike like a regular pedal bike with no motor assist. So right now I'm in 0 and I'm doing 8 miles per hour. Heading up to some flat ground here. So there's some resistance here while I'm pedaling. And I'm 260 pounds, 5'11". So I'm a big dude on a little bike. And right now I'm pedaling it like a regular pedal bike, doing 8 miles an hour. This is not the kind of bike you want to let go of your hands on the front handlebars. You do need to keep them placed on the front handlebars because you just won't be able to balance well taking your hands off of them. But you really should never take your hands off the handlebars anyways. Let's go ahead and put it into pedal assist level 1 and get a feel for it here. So in pedal assist level 1, I don't feel much of a difference. The bike is still pedaling. Well, there it is, it just kicked in. So there's a bit of a delay, and then I felt the motor kick in on pedal assist level 1. I'm actually going up an incline here. I'm in pedal assist level 3 doing 12 miles an hour, and you can see my legs moving. When I'm going 12 miles an hour, I'm not really feeling any resistance, and I'm more or less ghost pedaling. So you can see my legs moving there. Let's take a look at some of the specs on this bike. Currently on the DYU website, blue is the only available option, and the price is $699. The recommended rider height is going to be approximately 5 1/4 to 6 1/4. So the battery on this bike is going to be a 48 volt, 7.5 amp hour battery. You're going to have a power switch right here, and you could charge the battery on or off the bike. To charge it on the bike, you're simply going to pull up this little tab and charge it right here. To charge the battery off the bike, you're just going to pop your latch up, fold your bike in half. To remove the battery, you're simply going to stick your key in, turn it, and it slides right out. Then you're going to charge the battery right here. It doesn't get easier than this to reinstall the battery. You're just going to slide it in, and it latches right into place. Simple as that. At the bottom of the bike, you're going to have this nice little stand that the bike can rest on when it's folded down. The center suspension certainly didn't disappoint me, and it worked really well during my ride. I don't know if they all come with a free gift, but mine came with a free lock. The max speed on this bike is going to be 15.5 miles per hour. I'm a bit heavier, so I was only able to get it up to 14 miles per hour. It's going to take about 4 to 5 hours to charge the battery. You're going to have a speed sensor on this bike. You're going to have a quick release seat post and a fairly firm but comfortable saddle. This little bike is going to be able to carry a lot of weight. The max load is 265 pounds. The bike weighs 52 pounds. You're going to have a 48 volt, 350 watt hub motor and 75 Newton meters of torque on this bike. You're going to charge the bike with a 1.5 amp, 54.6 volt charger. The max speed you're going to get on the C2 is going to be 15.5 miles per hour. You're going to get about 25 miles of range on this bike. Mechanical disc brakes with 160 millimeter rotors. Included in the bike is going to be front and rear plastic fenders. Comes stock with the rear rack. You're going to be able to adjust the pitch of the handlebars with this quick release lever. Just lift it up, adjust it to your comfort level, and then just latch it closed, just like that. You're going to have a real small and simple display. On the left side here, you're going to have a power button and an M button, which is going to cycle through the settings. The bottom is going to be your battery strength. So currently we have 2 out of 5 bars, and you're going to have a real simple control. By pressing the top and bottom, you're going to be able to select your pedal assist levels. So the bike has 3 pedal assist levels, 1, 2, and 3. To turn your headlight on, you're going to long press the up button, and then you'll see your headlight popped on. To turn it off, you just long press it again. To put the bike in a walking mode, you're simply going to hold the down button for a few seconds, and it'll put the bike into a walking mode. The hand grips are pretty comfortable, and I do like that you have a spot to rest your palms. I like the fact that the bell is integrated into the handbrakes. It seems like you get a much better quality bell than some of the ones that just screw onto the handlebars. The bike has a twist throttle. You're going to have reflectors all around the bike. You have one on the front, one on each of the wheels, and also one to the back of the bike. You're going to have an integrated front headlight and tail light. That's also a brake light. And the brake light works with the tail lights off as well. I always like when the kickstand is to the back of the bike so it doesn't interfere with the pedals when you're backing the bike up. So there's no doubt you're going to have some really cool looking rims on these 16 by 2.5 inch tires, and they have a nice street thread on them. You're going to have some plastic foldable pedals with reflectors, double-sided chain guard. So if there are any specs or features that you're interested in that I didn't mention here today, check out the DYU website for more detailed information. Let's show you how simple it is to fold this bike down. All you have to do is drop your pedals down, press down on this red latch, lift up, and it's as simple as that, folks. If you like, you can pull the lever up here and drop the handlebars as well. Look how small that folds up to. You could even bring the seat down or completely off. Let's go ahead and toss it in the truck. Okay, 0 to 14 miles per hour. Let's see how quick we get there. And here we go. So we're doing 7 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour. There's 14 miles an hour. So about 10 seconds to get to 14 miles an hour, and that's where the bike maxes out. I can't get it up higher than that with my weight. 0 to 14 miles per hour, throttle only. Here we go. 2 miles an hour, 7, 10, 12 miles an hour. There's 14. So 10 seconds. 10 seconds to get up to 14 miles per hour, and that's where we max the bike out. It does go to 15.5 miles per hour, but I'm sure we're going to need a much lighter rider to get to that number. Let's go ahead and do our GPS test and see if this bike is matching up what the GPS says it's doing. So the bike says we're doing 8, the GPS says 8, 10, 10, 11, 11, 13, 13, 14, 14. So the bike and the GPS are doing the exact same speed, so those match up perfectly. The bike and the GPS are both doing 14 miles per hour. The 3 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 3, here we go. Pedal assist level 1, we're doing 5, 6, 7, 8. Pedal assist level 2, we're doing 10, 11. Pedal assist level 3, we're doing 13, 14, and that's going to be the 3 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 3, throttle only. There you have it. I'm going to show you what the bike looks like pedaling it in the 3 different pedal assist levels. Here we go. So pedaling it, pedal assist level 1, we're doing 4 miles per hour, 5, 7, 8. So from pedal assist level 2, we're doing 10, 11, 12. From pedal assist level 3, we're doing 13, 14, and you can see we're ghost pedaling. So that's what that's going to look like, folks. There you have it. Okay, we're gonna do a brake test. As soon as we hit this line where the bag is, we're gonna hit our brakes. Each parking space is 9 feet. My max speed on this bike is 14 miles per hour. Here we go, 14 miles per hour. We're gonna slam on them brakes. Let's see where we go. 13 miles an hour. There's 14, and here we go. Okay. We were just under 2 parking spaces. I'm actually burning some rubber. 11, 12, 13, and there's 14 miles per hour. And here we go. Okay, about 1.5 parking spaces at 14 miles per hour. I mean, we have mechanical disc brakes here. They're not hydraulic, of course. Let's go ahead and hit it up again. 11, 12, 13, and there's 14 miles per hour. So 14 miles per hour, 1.5 parking spaces. That's what we're getting here. So that's not too bad. So my overall thought was I didn't think I'd be able to bend my legs on this bike, but I can pedal. The seat's up high enough to where I can move my legs and pedal this bike. I'm literally pulling myself up this hill. I slowed down purposely just to see if I can make it up there. Let's take it off-road here a little bit. You're probably never gonna ride it off-road like this, but kind of cool just to see what it feels like on a little bit of a dirt trail. Let's see if we can make our way back up. Whoa. So this is only gonna have 1 gear. You're not gonna have multiple gears to pedal this bike. It's just 1 gear. And I'm riding this bike straight uphill, no problem. I'm surprised the suspension's holding up for my weight. So let's get up here and get back up on the main trail. So that's cool. I'm sure I look funny riding this bike, but it's actually kind of fun. Let's take a couple hills here. Go throttle only. There we go. That did it. Let's head back this way. So because this bike has a cadence sensor, you're not going to have to work hard cutting through this grass. The bike's just going to go. And for a small bike, this thing's got some torque to it. I mean, come on, really? So at the end of the day, this bike's going through this rougher terrain. I'm going through some bumpy grass over here, and I'm doing just fine. So I guess the bike proves that it can get from point A to point B. You might look a little funny riding it, like myself, but really, who cares? And it fits in your trunk or your back seat. So at the end of the day, this is a fun little bike to ride around. So what are some of the things that I like about this bike? The portability of it. The fact that it's this small, you could fit it in almost any vehicle. You know, I've had other foldable e-bikes, and they're quite heavy and bulky and didn't fit in many cars. This thing will fit in anything. It's got a lot of kick. It's got a lot of giddy up. I mean, the bike can pull. I really want to find out what the Newton meters of torque are on this bike, because it's really doing a great job at pulling me around. The fact that they went with 16-inch tires, I think that's great. 16-inch tires are perfectly fine on this bike. I think if you had 20-inch tires on it, they'd be too big. I like the fact that they put suspension on the back. I'm surprised the suspension holds up with my weight. I'm 260 pounds, and it's doing just fine. I like the fact that they have integrated front and rear lights on it, and I like the fact that it comes with the back rack and fenders. So those are some things that are really nice on this bike. I wish it was geared a little differently so you didn't ghost pedal so quick. I guess I could say I wish it had hydraulic brakes, but I mean, at this price point, you're not gonna get all that stuff. If you were gonna throw this bike into your trunk, the back of your car, you had to go drop your car off someplace. It's great to have the flexibility to just jump on a foldable e-bike like this and be able to go home, go to lunch, go somewhere else while your car is being repaired. It's great. If I could leave a foldable e-bike in my trunk all the time, I would do a lot more with it. And a bike this size, you can do that. You can leave it in your trunk. You can leave it in the back of your SUV. And it's just there for you when you want it or when you need it. Besides looking a little bit funny on this bike, probably because of my size, it's a comfortable riding bike. This bike pedals pretty well. Will I be pedaling? Probably not. I'll just be using the throttle. Your legs are coming up higher than they would on a more traditional bike. I like the fact that it has an integrated bell on it. I always like these integrated bells. They just seem to be made a little bit better when they're part of the brake. It's a nice little reliable bike. The display flashes, but it doesn't look like that. It's the resolution of the camera that's doing that. You know, would this be my daily rider? No, it wouldn't be. But would I throw it in my trunk or my car if I thought maybe I needed it or I can use it for something? Absolutely. I absolutely would put this in my trunk or my back seat to have with me in the event I needed it for something. So if you're interested in this e-bike, there'll be links in the description for you to purchase your own. And like always, ride safe, have fun, see ya.